Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for my second video of the night, of the day, or what of the night. Here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching this video as we are live in the living color once again. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like this video. Hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels as well down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And share this video all over the internet and tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. That's all you got to do. So simple. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm kind of bored. I have the 2 days off of work, which is great. Get away from the hustle and bustle of working in my job. Stressing me the fuck out, this whole fucking virus. By the way, I'm telling you to take a drink every time I say this whole fucking virus is fucking stressing me out. I can't see my girlfriend. I'm freaking depressed. I'm freaking having panic attacks at work because of all the people buying all this shit and hoarding and buying TP and everything, especially when I work on Wednesday and Saturdays. It's fucking stressful as fuck, especially when the truck comes in, because everybody's buying tons of fucking TP and water and whatever. And it's frustrating. I wish people would fucking listen to the store managers and you know, get limit 1, not limit 3, not limit 4. Limit 6 or 36. I mean, if it's 6 for $1, I can see maybe you get 36 bottles. But, you know, on TP and paper towel and tissues, it should be just limit 1. You don't need all this fucking TP and fucking shit. Now, you know, people are stocking up like it's the end of the world, and it's not, because people are getting better in China, even though they got a report of flu, the version of the swine flu in one of the counties, one of the cities or provinces or whatever it is in China. So that fucking sucks. Italy is just fucking getting destroyed with this flu. New York City is getting destroyed as well. We got 10 deaths already in the city, 9 in Jersey. Everywhere is basically almost on lockdown. Well, not lockdown. They're like, most businesses are closed and all that other shit. It's fucking insane. And I'm hoping it gets better in the next 4 weeks. I'm hoping by mid to late April, we don't even freaking talk about this coronavirus shit anymore. We focus on the election that we probably know Biden is going to win, because I think Trump's history right now with how he's handling this virus. I think Trump's history. Biden is going to win the election. Who fucking cares? He's going to run our country into the ground even further. Not that it's already in the ground. I thought Trump did a good job in the 4 years he's been president, but it's his time to go. I don't think he's going to get us a miracle. He wins. I mean, I'm still going to vote for the guy, but I don't give a crap. I don't like Biden that much anyway. That's all I got to say about that. So try to be safe out there, everybody, and you know, we'll get through this eventually. It's going to take a lot of time. Hopefully, not too much time, and hopefully we'll see what happens. Already one person who had the coronavirus recovered, so that's progress. We're making slow progress here in the United States. I don't know about Canada and Mexico and other states and countries, but they're making some leeway, some progress. It's going to take a lot of time, especially, you know, with working at retail. The supplies are in demand, you know, and it's going to take at least a year and a half for retail stores to meet their demand, and all the, you know, for this basically to stop. We get back to some normalcy in the stores, you know, not people buying freaking 300 things of TP, because of the coronavirus. And we're thinking about, you need teepee in the house. You don't need the hoard 300 packs of teepee. It's fucking insane. But I digress. Anyway, enough about that bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, as a ton of bullshit says, before I start that, in the description box below is the latest edition of the Gilmore Chronicles TGC 163. I will give you my thoughts and opinions about it. So check it out. Link is down below in the description box. So give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends all over the internet, and leave your comments and opinions on that video. But right now, on this Thursday night, March the 19th, 2020, on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, it is time for your late and out-of-date NXT review for March the 18th, 2020, from that Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Well, back at the Performance Center for NXT, no Mauro Ranallo. This time it was Triple H and Tom Phillips from, actually it wasn't even from the Performance Center. It was from WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. So nothing from the Performance Center besides Raw and SmackDown. And I heard they're going to be taping multiple episodes of Raw and SmackDown, and I assume WrestleMania as well. That really should be live, but that's just me. But I don't want to see taped shit. So we're gonna get over the next several weeks. We're gonna get taped Raws, taped SmackDowns, taped NXTs, most likely. Besides fucking recap shows, which this show was a whole fucking recap show. No matches, just semi build up for what their storylines are in NXT. With Gargano and Ciampa, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, Finn Balor, Adam Cole and the Velveteen Dream. And Adam Cole is now the longest reigning NXT heavyweight champion in NXT history. So big ups to Adam Cole, baby. That's all I gotta say about that. But over the next weeks, we're gonna see taped shows. I don't think Raw this Monday is gonna be live. I'd be surprised if it's live. But they're gonna tape over the next several days. They're gonna be taping Raw, taping SmackDown, and NXT. Probably all the way up until WrestleMania, and then I don't know what's gonna happen after WrestleMania, depending on what the status of this fucking virus. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll be getting back to live shows, and with people in the stands. They get rid of the social distancing crap and lift the state of emergency, which I know Trump won't do till probably June or July. It's gonna suck. So I want to go see concerts this year. I want to have a good summer. I want to go on my vacation, which right now I can't do because the travel ban. Well, not the travel ban. With the coronavirus going around, I don't want to go to Florida and come back. I have the coronavirus. So Rosa has it, or I give it to Rosa and my godson. God forbid that fucking shit happens. So I'm probably gonna have a staycation. Just stay home for a week, collect a nice little paycheck, get my money, get paid for it. Just stay home and basically do nothing, which I should be doing right now. I mean, I'm off. I mean, my store should be closed for at least 2-3 weeks. 2 weeks at least with paid leave. But is it? No. Because it's an essential place. It's retail, so think about it. Fucking insane. Fucking insane, this virus. I just came out of the blue. I mean, talking about this until a couple weeks ago, and then full blown, it just boomed this week. Over the last couple weeks, I should say. Where this week has been, a heavy week. Restaurants and bars and nightclubs shutting down. Only essential places are open. Big cities are ghost towns like Vegas, Los Angeles, San Francisco's under a total lockdown, so nobody can go out at all, which sucks. I would be pissed off. I would be pissed off. I'll be out of a job. I have to pay my bills somehow with little to no money. I can't go anywhere. I can't go see a doctor if I get fucking sick. I'm glad much as I love San Francisco, with the Niners and everything, I would hate to be there right now because you can't go anywhere. You just stay home all day and do nothing. You can't go get food unless you order it. And you gotta have money for it. And if you don't work, you can't get anything. So you're fucked if you're in San Francisco right now. I'd rather live in LA, just because of my XWF ties. My character lives in Los Angeles, California, in his big mansion with his 6 cars, and his hot as fuck wife. I wish I had that type of scenario right now, living in LA, not giving a fuck because I'd be rich. Eventually I have to get the essentials and stuff. At least I have a lot of money to pay my bills and live my life in LA or wherever I live. But right now I'm struggling, as everybody is right now. Everybody I know is struggling right now. Rose is struggling. She's at her age, she's can't work. She's collecting a paycheck, not a paycheck. I mean a check every month, which is nice and dandy. She helps out getting food here and there and essentials and stuff, but I'm struggling. I got a lot of bills to pay. Medical bills are up the wazoo. I can't pay them. I don't know how I'm going to pay them off, and it's going to take me my whole entire rest of my life to pay my medical bills off, unless I go on a different plan. But I still gotta, even if I went on a new plan, I still gotta pay, which fucking sucks. And I got my cable bill to pay, my internet bill to pay. I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay for the car and gas, even though gas prices are going way down, which is nice, but you're not going anywhere. You can't go on a long drive. Can't go on a road trip. I mean, you could, but you can't really do much. It just fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. Anyway, so NXT came from WWE headquarters. Triple H and Tom Phillips welcome to the show. So we open with I don't know, I think it was like a half hour long, or maybe more than that, video package of the history between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, talking about how they came up in through NXT and basically their feud, and them teaming up as Team DIY and winning the belts and then losing the belts to AOP. They weren't close before they tryout, but they got put together from day one in WWE. They both got told at the first tryout that it wasn't going to happen, but when they got Classic, things changed. Ciampa actually part of it to face Johnny, who was already in the tournament. I don't think they ever faced each other. I don't remember if they did or not. When they put on their great match, they kind of broke. I guess they did. They kind of broke out, which led to Takeover Brooklyn 2 and their tag title win over the Revival, which Team DIY was born. Actually, they lost the Revival. I keep thinking they won. They lost that night, but came back to win the gold at TakeOver Toronto. They toured Australia and Japan with the belts, bonding more than ever. They even lived together with Candice LeRae. I don't know how that went. Candice and Johnny are married. I I think they are married, or at leest together. And with Ciampa there, a three-way could possibly happen, but just saying. And Ciampa said he had banged up shoulders, while Johnny claims Ciampa's heart wasn't in DIY anymore. Then they dropped the titles to AOP, and Ciampa says Johnny was a star in Toronto, which he never admitted before. Johnny says Ciampa had a thought of this DIY thing possibly not working anymore. So get that. And then we get more of this. With their first TakeOver main event was the ladder match against AOP that felt like their last shot. So we get some shots, some highlights of that match. Ciampa then turned on Gargano because he wanted Johnny gone as long as he was. Ciampa admits he did it so it could be his moment. While that happened, Johnny slumped, but rebounded and got an NXT title shot. Ciampa waited and let him get the shot, which Johnny did not win. I think he was facing Andrade at the time, when Andrade held the belt. That's why Ciampa waited to attack after the match, would get his revenge. After that, the next time with Johnny's career on the line, he interfered. And that's when Johnny supposedly went away, and then came back. And then at TakeOver New Orleans, Johnny wins, but Ciampa says he came out as the biggest star. Then he beat him at TakeOver Chicago and went on to win the NXT title before Johnny. They had their rubber match. Johnny cost himself, losing to Tommaso. And then the third, and Ciampa saying was the best 280 days of his life, which now got eclipsed by Adam Cole. While he was out, Johnny ended up winning the belt and then losing the belt. I forgot who he lost it to. I think it was Andrade, or I forget who he lost it to. Ciampa showed up after the match to celebrate with him. Johnny says he was caught up in the moment, seeing his best friend doing a great moment. Ciampa went to rehab. Johnny lost the title in his first defense. I think he lost to Adam Cole, I believe, but I could be wrong. Johnny didn't know that people cheered Ciampa so much upon his return. So the people wanted and reformed DIY for Worlds Collide when they took on Imperium, I believe. No, was it Imperium? No, who did they take on? I forgot who they took on. While Ciampa put his focus on Adam Cole and the NXT title. So get that. Then we get a clip of the end of the Ciampa versus Adam Cole match from TakeOver Portland, which saw Johnny get his revenge and attack Ciampa at the end, costing him the NXT World title, which he looked like he had won. Ciampa notes that his stomach dropped when he saw Johnny at Portland. Johnny says his intention was to support him. He says he saw the same look Ciampa gave him in Chicago and when he spat on Johnny's wedding ring. He says, Ciampa says this is where he differs from Johnny. He let Johnny get his chance at a TakeOver title match. Johnny says the fans are too stupid to see, and talks about the brawl last week. Johnny says Ciampa didn't give him a chance to explain and attacked him. So we'll see what happens with this little storyline as it continues on. And we saw, at the end of the brawl, Ciampa air crashed Gargano through the announce table off the balcony of the Performance Center. And I don't know if Johnny suffered a separated shoulder. He was grabbing at his shoulder. So I don't know what his status is right now. So I don't know what's going to happen now with NXT, if they're going to tape next week, or they're going to tape over the next couple days, or there's going to be a show next week. I don't even know if AEW is going to have a show, or Raw is going to have a show. We don't even know right now. But the WWE and AEW and Impact are trying to give us entertainment, even though Impact taped months in advance. But really, I don't know how many tape shows that they got left. Now they're not really taping anything, as far as I know. So Impact's going to be gone. Ring of Honor can't do anything. No shows until June, at least. No, so they're showing different matches on RH TV from the past and on their YouTube channel. Showing different matches of El Generico, Kevin Steen, Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call him, Jay Lethal, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. Surprisingly, they didn't show Punk. I don't know about that, Ring of Honor. What happened there? Why, no match with Nigel when he was the champ. I mean, he had some good matches. You put the Briscoes in there with some good matches, especially those tag title matches. I think their Ladder War 3 was an epic match. They could put that on the show, and I wasn't even there for the show. Actually, I was there for the show. I take it back, but because I still have the ticket somewhere in my stuff, my clutter of stuff somewhere in there. So they're trying to wrestling is trying to entertain us and make us less fearful of this fucking virus, and they're trying their best to do what they can, but they're putting their lives in danger as well. Going into empty arenas and not having a lot of people, only having the essential people there. The ring announcer, the ring announcer, the announcers, the technical and production crew, the ring crew, catering. You can't have a lot of people there because of the social distancing crap. But they're doing what they can. So we get all that. So we'll see what happens with Ciampa and Gargano as weeks go on and months go on. I know NXT is thinking of doing a takeover maybe on a Wednesday night instead of a Saturday night. They're gonna make it up. This takeover was supposed to be takeover Tampa Bay. They're gonna make it up. I don't know when. I don't know how. But we're gonna see some of those matches that were supposedly gonna be announced for takeover, like the six woman ladder match for the number one contender to the women's title. Well, we only had two people there. Chelsea Green and Mia Yim. We still don't. We were supposed to have Candice LeRae and Mercedes Martinez. I thought we were gonna get it this week, and then it happened because we got this recap show, which I don't know why they did that. At least give us something besides a recap show. But Vince doesn't want matches in an empty arena because he just hates it. Well, fuck you. That's why AEW did it better than you. Speaking of that, before I continue, the rating, the viewership numbers are out, and oh boy, AEW obliterated NXT. AEW had 932,000 views. NXT had 536, somewhere around there. They had over 500,000 views for a recap show. Not a live show, a recap show. Horrible. And AEW was the show of the week once again. As if my calculations are correct, they've won 15 of 19 weeks that they've been going head to head. AEW is the better show on Wednesday nights. It's the better show, period. WWE is just sucking fucking cock right now. And I love it. That's all I gotta say about that. Because I love AEW and Indie Mark. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. And that's all I gotta say about that. Fuck you, and fuck you. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, next up is Finn Balor and his return to NXT. We see highlights of him starting in NXT when he first came over a few years. His start on Raw and become the first Universal Champion at SummerSlam. I think it was 2015, I believe, 16. He was calling himself the best wrestler in the world, which he's not. And that the injury to his shoulders forced him to vacate the title and the atmosphere changed. He says guys like Jinder Mahal, Bobby Lashley, and Baron Corbin suddenly had their best matches and were pushed after facing him rather than him getting the shine. Which led to Brock versus Finn highlights, which didn't go so well for Finn Balor. Brock made him realize that he had been missing that feeling he had against guys like Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens in NXT, which had good matches against them. Brock beat him but saved his life, bringing back his passion. He wanted to get back to simply wrestling and was out to please himself again instead of media and marketing, which they kind of ruined him on Raw and SmackDown. Well, really, mainly Monday Night Raw. They ruined his fucking career, basically. She also discussed Johnny Gargano leading the clips from their match, which Gargano won. Oh, did he win? Or Finn Balor won? I forget. Finn promises to get what he wants from facing Walter for the NXT UK title. So we'll see what happens with that. And that was that. By the way, I didn't rate anything because it was a recap show. I'm not gonna rate a recap show. So that was that. Right then after that, the game. Triple H talks about what it means to have an NXT title defended at WrestleMania. Then we get a Rhea Ripley video package. She talks about how she got started and how she was scared, entering NXT UK and we were the Mae Young Classic as well. She had no personality and was compared to all the other blondes, even Lana, just for her look. She talks about going into the next Mae Young Classic. She changed her look to be herself. She stood out. And at the UK Women's Title Tournament, everyone expected Toni Storm to win, but Rhea proved that to be false and became the first champion. And then Toni Storm took it over. And then it went to Kaylee Ray. After that run, she arrived in NXT to step up to Shayna Baszler. Then we get some in November. That huge week, she debuted on Raw. And then won the NXT title. NXT Women's title, I should say. She pinned Charlotte Flair, won War Games, survived the Survivor Series, and then won the belt in December. She was the hot new thing in NXT. Then Charlotte won the Royal Rumble. And Rhea immediately knew that she wanted a challenger. Charlotte eventually accepted, and they're going to meet at WrestleMania. She says that Mania isn't in Charlotte's world of big stadiums and crowds, and that no one wanted to see Charlotte versus Becky again. It's going to be in her world, the Performance Center, and she promises to walk out as a champion after pinning Charlotte. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully we'll get more do next week. Well, so WrestleMania is coming up in about a week and a half, in 2 weeks from Saturday. I saw the card for night 1. Kevin Steen and Seth Rollins is on night 1. Drew Galloway and Brock is on night 1, obviously, and Roman Reigns and Goldberg's on night 2. I forget what else. I have to read it again and see what's. But most of the big matches are going to be split up. Like Taker, AJ, I think is on night 2. Edge and Orton is on night 2, which should be the main event, but it is what it is. So we get that. So that was that for NXT. Just 3 segments, 3 long segments, and that was it. Really, the Ciampa Gargano thing was long. It was like, I don't know how long it was, like 45 minutes, maybe. I didn't, I had to skim through it because I didn't want to watch the entire thing. Recap shows suck. They're boring. If they don't have anything new to give us, they just suck. But in a way, they kind of advanced the storylines that are going on right now in NXT, except for Adam Cole. Didn't do anything with Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream and the Grizzled Young Veterans, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and the Broserweights. They didn't do anything with that this week. Basically, it was just the Women's Championship, Gargano and Ciampa, and Finn Balor. That was it. Really, they didn't really need the Finn Balor segment. They could have went with Cole and Velveteen Dream, maybe having a segment in the ring or something like that, or talk about their feud over the last couple weeks. And Adam Cole's, being the longest reigning champion right now. They could have mentioned that, but they didn't. Cole had to do it on his Twitter page. WWE stupid. That's why they got destroyed in the ratings. And you're going to imagine what happens next week if they do a live show or they do a tape show. The ratings are going to suck. So AEW is going to win again next week. So jot that down. So yeah. So it was an okay recap show. I didn't really like it that much, so I gave it 4 out of 10 stars. So that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment or a video reply down below. And if you have any wrestling questions or any questions about anything in the entire world you want to ask me, put it down below in the comment section of this video or hit me up via Twitter and Facebook. Twitter link is down below in the comments. It's going to be the description box. If you're on Facebook, just type in Peter Gilmore. You'll find me somewhere. And hopefully we'll get to a Q&A sooner or later. But I'll still be here giving you my reviews and my thoughts on the world of professional wrestling and this fucking virus and all this shit. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully by mid-April or mid to late April, we'll be getting back to our normal everyday thing. I know it's going to take a lot of time, maybe by the end of the year, but we'll see what happens. And hopefully we can have a good summer. I think spring starts tomorrow or on Saturday. So we're getting 75-degree weather tomorrow. Thank God I'm off. I would love to go to the beach. I can't. They're closed. They're closing the beaches in Florida with these idiotic spring breakers going down there. And going to be infecting everybody down there. So we're going to get more cases of this fucking virus going down. Most likely. In different parts of the country. It's just fucking insane. It's crazy. Nobody thought that 2020 would be like this. The first 3.5 months, who knew this decade would start out like it has? It's probably going to be, when this decade ends and when 2030 starts, people will be talking about this first because it's 2020. The start of the decade. They'll be talking about this for years to come. When people like my age would be talking about with our friends and our cousins that are around our age too, and maybe our parents if they still live that long, about that with our grandkids and other people growing up, and their kids and their grandkids who are alive now, they'll be talking about it as well. I'm just hoping and praying to the guy upstairs, even though I hate his fucking guts for what he did. He took somebody really important from me, but I'm not going to go there because I don't want to talk about it. But kind of having a little argument with him, but I still pray. I still believe in God. I just hate him for taking one of my best friends away from me. So. It hurts. I'm trying to pray and try to keep my thoughts intact, my prayers intact for people that are affected by this fucking virus. I really hope you can survive this virus and just try to be nice to each other. Try to be safe. Do what you can. Just be safe. That's all I have to say. Just be safe and be nice to each other. But, you got these idiots going to the stores, having fights over TP and other things, starting fights. I heard some people pull knives out. It's getting really insane. God forbid something happens at my job, something like that happens. I'll be like, I quit. I'll be like, I quit. I can't deal with this environment right now. I would ask my boss. I was like, I can't deal with this. My boss is like, "Oh, you got to stay," blah blah blah. You're scared and everything, but you got to stay here. I'm like, "Well, I'm scared for my fucking well-being right now. God forbid something happens to me. God forbid, I would fucking sue the fucking company up the wazoo because I would sue for an unsafe working environment, even with a security guard there. Should have really 2 or 3 security guards there, not one. Can't do it. Can't do everything. Can't be around the store the whole time, if he has to. But because people just come in and they take whatever they fucking want nowadays. That's what they're doing. You gotta have your eyes on a swivel and everything. But it's hard, especially if you're a cashier or a security guard or anything, a manager or a supervisor. You gotta be aware of your surroundings. You gotta be going out to stores, hoarding, which is fucking insane. And I know people need supplies and stuff, but the demand is really high right now. Most stores don't have everything: water, bleach, disinfecting wipes, hand sanitizer, tissues, paper towel, TP. Food is going to waste now in certain stores. So it's getting to be really, really bad. And God forbid, New York is a big city, Chicago is a big city, Los Angeles is a big city. Right now they're not on total shutdown right now. God forbid that happens. I'm out of a job. I can't go out. I don't think I could go out. If it's a total shutdown, I don't think I can go out to my job. Even though it's an essential place of business, I don't think I can go out. I don't want to get arrested or anything. I would have to tell the police officer I work at a essential store. I work in retail. I have to go to work, and hopefully they'll allow me to go. But I don't want to get arrested just for being outside. They tell me you have to go home. I'm like, I'm going home. I'm going home. What am I gonna do? And God forbid they close down the subways. I have to take a fucking cab home. And God forbid that they cab drivers can't drive in the city. I'm like, how am I gonna get home? I have to walk, which is dangerous, especially in the area I live in. Got the projects and everything. It's very safe to go on at night, especially at night. That's why I take the cab at night, because I don't want to walk home. I did it once when Sandy hit. I walked all the way home from my uncle's house, do the projects. It was very scary. I didn't want to do it, but I wanted to go back to my house. So I was at my uncle's house. I was staying at my uncle's house for about a week doing Sandy and helping out with the damage to people's, my uncle's house and my dad's place of work. But I had to do that. So it was scary to go back home, and we didn't have power at the time. And then we got it back, I think, on like a day or so later. I stayed home in a dark house with no internet, with limited to no internet. All I had was a twist up radio. Rosa was at her fucking insane. We got through Sandy though. We've been through the swine flu and Ebola and the bird flu. Now we're going through a tough time right now. We can't see each other. We can only text and call, which sucks. We could Skype, but I don't have enough phone memory on my phone. I have to get memory on my phone, which I don't have a lot of money to get right now. I could upgrade my phone from the amount it has now to maybe 16 or 32 gigs. Then could do that. Right now I'm doing therapy from home. through the phone. I don't know, even though they're starting video conferencing at the place I go to, so that's pretty nice. So I don't have to go. I don't really have to go, but I still do to pay my copay and everything. Just still have to go there. I have to go there actually next week. Pay my fees for the time I've been there. So I have to do that. Just go in and come out. That's it. So I'll be there like 3 minutes. Not even 3 minutes. I'll be there like 2 minutes, and then I gotta wait for the. I gotta walk all the way back home. I want to do it on my off day. I don't want to do it during when I have the session, because I can't do the session and then go over to the place, pay my copay, and then come back, and then have to go to work. I can't do that. But we're gonna get through this, and it's just gonna take a lot of time, and hopefully we all get through it together. Let's just work together and get through this. And like I said, hopefully by mid to late April, maybe early May, we'll start getting back to normal, and we can have a great summer, a good fall, maybe baseball and all the sports will come back. We can have football season this year, hopefully. We can go to concerts and bars and nightclubs and restaurants and just enjoy ourselves, not worry about this fucking virus anymore. But we'll have to see. It's March 19th right now, so I'd say give it 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks. Hopefully we start getting normalcy. And now we're gonna get hopefully some of you guys are gonna get those big checks from government. I'm praying to get one. I don't want to wait. April 6th. They're supposed to go out April 6th. So I don't want to wait till the end of the month and I didn't get it. I'm like, what about this guy? Supposedly it's for every American, but I think I might have misread that, and it's for checks. So I may or may not get it. I have to wait for my tax return, but I'm hoping to get both of these checks coming out. Like I get a nice amount, hopefully 1,000, and Rosa gets hers, hopefully, because she's out of work. So she'll probably get one. I believe she will get both of them. Me, I don't know. I'm hoping I get both of them. But I have to check my mail. And starting April 7th, I'm gonna have to start checking my mail every day, see if I get a check from the Treasury Department. Hopefully, like I said, I hope I get one so I can give some to my mom. She needs it. So I can put the second check into the house. Rosa can put some stuff into the house as well, and put for her family and everything. And hopefully we'll get back to normal. Right now it's a struggle, but I think over the next couple of weeks and a couple of months, we're gonna get back to normal. We'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. We've gone through worse, but and I know most of you have gone through worse as well. But we will get through this, and that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching this video. Once again, 4 out of 10 stars for this recap show of NXT. Hopefully we have shows Roman Reigns and a contract signing at the Performance Center. That should be fun. And probably more to come as get closer and closer to the 2-night WrestleMania event in 2 weeks from this Saturday, with Gronk as the host, which is gonna suck. I like I said, I think WrestleMania is gonna suck. Both nights are gonna suck because if it's gonna be from multiple locations or just from the Performance Center, you're gonna watch 7 hours of that crap. I don't think anybody's gonna do that. I mean, there might be some like Joe Crump, other people like Aaron Riff maybe might watch the whole thing from start to finish, do a review. But we'll see what happens, and that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna grab some food, some dinner right now because I'm fucking hungry. I'm not really that hungry, but I am hungry. I need to eat something right now, and then probably gonna watch some TV. Maybe play some Resident Evil 3. We'll see what happens with that, and enjoy the rest of my Thursday, like my late Thursday night, and get ready for Friday. And uh, I did another day at some around the house. Whoop. I'm kind of. I don't know if I went on and off, so I hope I'm still live. So I apologize for that. And I guess if my audio and video, I don't know what the story is with that. I don't know if it's my computer or it's a StreamYard. I don't know what it is. So I know the videos come out. The you can hear the audio, but the video kind of doesn't sync up a little bit most of the time. I don't know if I have to. I read something that I might have to click out of YouTube, which I did, but I don't know. It might be something I did. I might have uploaded something I shouldn't have uploaded, but I don't know. But if the video and the audio kind of cackle out a little bit, don't blame me. Just blame StreamYard and the upload process via YouTube. I guess I don't know what's up with. I don't know what's up with it. So bear with me. So that's basically it. So thank you for watching this video. Check out TGC 163. Link is in the description box. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below and your questions. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching this video. Have a great rest of your Thursday night, Thursday evening, and Thursday late night. Have a good Friday, good start to your weekend. Almost done with March already. We talk about Easter in a couple weeks. And hopefully we'll have a nice Easter. We're not thinking about the coronavirus. You know, hopefully Rose will be back for Easter. It'll suck without her. I mean, I've had Easter without Rose a couple, for the almost 12 years we're going to be together. Hopefully we'll be together for our anniversary coming up in a couple weeks, right after WrestleMania. The day after WrestleMania, the night 2 is our anniversary. So 12 long years with the whole ball and chain together. But it's going to be somber if we're not together. But we're going to make it work. We'll have a, whenever she does come back, we'll have a post anniversary celebration. And that's all I got to say about that. So hoping and praying and wishing and hoping. Okay, I'm not going to sing. So that's it. So thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everybody. We'll get through this. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with my SmackDown review. And if anything comes your way over the next 24 to 36 hours, I'll be here to give you the news on this channel and on my respective channels as well. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Have a great night. I'm out. Peace, bitches.